Hey, beautiful people, and welcome back to Mondays with Mondene. This is another episode, and we dive deep into life, love, liberty, and of course, democracy. And more than ever, truth. I'm your host, Edie Mondene, and tonight we're facing a question that I know is on a lot of hearts and minds right now. Has America pulled the plug on democracy? Jeez. In recent years, it seems democracy has become a distant echo, almost like a relic or of a forgotten time. We're watching high-ranking officials evade justice, I wonder who, facing indictments and charges only to see them dismissed or ignored. I can't help but wonder, what does this mean for the future of our democracy? If those who hold power are allowed to skirt accountability, it tells us something about where we're headed as a nation. For our young people, Generation Z, who are coming of age in the middle of all of this, it's got to be most confusing. They're inheriting a democracy that, quite frankly, seems to be slipping away, and they're witnessing firsthand how money and influence can twist justice. But what does democracy even mean to them if justice is flexible for some and merciless for others? I want to remind you, and I want to tell you something. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., he saw this coming. He warned of a day when the fight for civil rights would evolve into a struggle for human rights. We're there, people. Today, this fight is taking on a new face, pushing us to confront not only racial injustice, but economic disparities, environmental inequality, and systemic violence that stretches beyond just skin colors, not just a black thing or a Jew thing. In fact, Dr. King envisioned what we call an unsettling force that would rise up from those who have been systemically silenced. That force would be a coalition, a voice for the marginalized and the disfranchised, a voice that would not only speak to government, but it would hold the government accountable. And I'm here to tell you, that force is alive today in the form of us, the unsettling force. The unsettling force as an organization, founded in 2022, I founded it, dedicated to amplifying the voices of the marginalized, simply that, of the unheard. The organization is intended to bridge between the people and the government. It's to ensure that the voices of the marginalized and the people left on the sidelines aren't just heard, but acted upon. Darling, you stir from the bottom, everybody rises. The needs and dreams of the people are the ingredients that make this democracy what it is. Stir it up, and all the good stuff, yum, yum, comes to the top. The organization, the unsettling force, isn't just about showing up to be seen. It's about bringing systemic change powered by the voices of you, me, we, us, the people. In this nation where racism is emboldened and lies in the public square are annihilated, we're here to be a call to action, a movement that says, damn it, enough is enough. And here's the truth. We the people, believe it or not, hold the real power. The question isn't whether democracy is slipping away, it's whether we'll stand up to reclaim it. Remember, we're the unsettling force that Dr. King envisioned. When we unite, black, white, brown, rich, poor, man, woman, whatever label society has given you, we become the force that stirs from the bottom and brings true change. My brothers, my sisters. Bring your cats and dogs too. So what can you do? How can you be a part of this unsettling force? I want to lay out 3 critical ways to be involved, because this is not a time for bystanders. It's a time for action. Number 1, I want you to become a member of the unsettling force. You see edmontanet.us, that's where you'll find our website. We need voices from every community, every background, every walk of life. Joining as a member at large means you're standing with us in solidarity, adding your voice to a collective that won't be ignored. Even if you can't be on the front lines, your support as a member, it makes an impact. When we show up in the numbers, our presence speaks for itself, and it tells the government we're here, and we demand to be heard. The second way you can help is to support financially. To make this movement sustainable, we need resources. By providing financial support, you're not just donating to an organization, you're investing in a vision of equality, equity, and justice. This helps us organize events, advocate for policy changes, and empower communities who need it the very most. If you believe that justice should be for everyone, your financial support helps make that a reality. It funds our advocacy, our community programs, and our continued push for systemic change. And now the third way you can help, and I think this is the most important, is that you've got to spread the message. In this age, awareness is power. Talk about the unsettling force in your circles, on social media, in your churches, in your workplaces. Help me out, y'all. Share the stories of those impacted by injustice and say somebody needs to hear that. And let others know that they're not alone. By spreading the word, you're helping to build a coalition of allies and supporters who believe that democracy should serve everybody, not just some, not just the ones with the money. Folks, people, brothers, sisters, all y'all who are listening, my homies, homeboy, homegirl, this is a moment of decision, and it's time to reclaim democracy. We've got to take it from the hands of those who think it's theirs alone. This isn't just about policy. It's about dignity. It's about justice. It's about ensuring that every voice, especially the voices from the bottom, are heard loud and clear. Dr. King's vision of an unsettling force lives on today, right now, in real time, in you, me, us. We are the unsettling force, and right here, right now, dude, my sister, my homegirl, my homeboy, we have the opportunity to make a difference, not just for ourselves, but for our children and their children. Whew, let's stir the pot together, y'all, and bring the good stuff to the top. Join us in this movement. Stand with us as we make history and take democracy back for the people. Thank you for being here on Mondays with Mondin. And remember, it's not just about the message or the day of the week, because this is Thursday. It's about the movement. Until next week, stay blessed, stay powerful, and as always, keep your light shining. I need to do special shouts out. You know I got to do that. Our sponsors are never happy until we mention their name. Potions, not just a restaurant, but a beloved institution right here in the Kenton District. Not just another place to eat, but the place to eat. Visit them at 8139 North Denver for the best soul food this side of the Willamette. And, of course, there's Aunties and Tanties Daycare Services, a trusted space for our community's little ones. Adorn Electric, hey, they light up our lives, and they're lighting up this set and supporting this podcast, and I'm grateful for their partnership. Visit us here at Celebration Tabernacle on Sunday mornings right here in Portland. I want to do a special thank you to our production team, Deion, Robin, Andy, and Paul. Not one of them is bigger than the other, and they all stand what tall. Let's keep the conversation going. Share this episode and follow us on Facebook right behind me, and on YouTube, you know the deal, and help us spread the message far and wide. Remember, democracy is in your hands. We, the people, have to shout it out. Shout it out, and it'll be heard. You know, I talk about a lot about knowing where you came from to know where you're going. Well, I came from the projects of St. Louis, Missouri, and I ended up into the majestic mountaintops of Portland, Oregon. It's been a wonderful journey, and Lewis and Clark took that journey from St. Louis to Portland, and I took it too. It talks about who I am, and as I'm with you often in the in cyberspace or on websites or on the what do you call it, social media, I want you to know a little bit about me and who I am. This book talks about my fantasies, my failures, my triumphs, and more than that, it talks about the resiliency of being able to continue to go forward regardless of the odds. I'd get a copy. It's called From Maladies to Melodies. And I hope that you enjoy it and give me some feedback. God bless.
Hey, it's time for you to come to Post Shine. Check out that catfish sandwich. Oh my goodness, is that the shrimp po' boy? Man, look at that chocolate chip cake. Man, I need to get over to Post Shines at 8139 North Denver right now because this food looks delicious. Or call if you'd like, 503-978-9000. And don't miss it, you'll be sorry.
In times gone past, we find ourselves making excuses so that people remind that, ooh, I've got to get home and tend to the brand new missus. I need some time alone. Can't just wait until I finish texting on my phone.